In the morning show. Welcome back, folks. We going live on TikTok now. Welcome to the intro. I'm a glow man, I don't need a garment. And I'm hotter than a fucking furnace. Single to good blunt, then I burned it like and I spend this money, cause I earned it. That bitch got me on my phone, she ain't want shit. She told that bitch don't call my phone, don't let no shit. Welcome to the Rich in the Morning Show, day one of the first episode TikTok edition. We'll be capturing these uploads and adding them to YouTube and whatever platforms we can. Today we got a great day. Shedeur Sanders is playing football today. It's been a lot of controversy around that young man, and I just want to get into it. He got a great opportunity today. As we all know, he is a fourth string quarterback. They got him fourth on the depth chart. I don't really understand it. He's been blackballed. I feel like he's been blackballed. He was projected to be the number 2 quarterback. If you just joining in, this the podcast edition. Shout out to Charlie's. Shout out to DJ Decisions. We got a great episode for y'all today, man. This is my first day doing my podcast on TikTok, but back to the topic, man. Shedeur Sanders plays football today. I don't really understand why he was being blackballed, but he ends up starting his first preseason game. You know, God works in mysterious ways. Even though they tried to blackball him, people got hurt. All the other quarterbacks hurt. One of them old, so he gets to play tonight. So I don't know what you guys in the chat thinking about him, but I don't understand how he went so late, fifth round quarterback. But I'm excited to see him play tonight. Just was on Twitter saying like he just walked into the stadium. So my predictions on tonight, I believe he will play the full game. My only concern is, I just pray he don't get hurt. But I think he gonna ball out tonight, man. There's been a lot of controversy around him. He's put a lot of that on himself. His dad's put a lot of that on him. But I feel like, man, if you let me accept this. DJ Decisions, how you doing? DJ
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man? How you doing, man? This my first pod. I'm starting a podcast on TikTok, put it on YouTube and all that. I'm just talking different sports subjects and things of that nature on here today.
Okay,
You watch a lot of football?
of course.
Oh man, how you feel about Shedeur tonight?
I'm saying I think he gonna do his thing. I'm saying,
You know, do you feel like he was blackballed, man?
nah, I know he was.
He was definitely blackballed.
Yeah, I'm saying
Um,
they don't want that type of imagery. That's not the image that they want in the league. You know,
yeah. What's the image what's the image that you think it is though? Like what he's a kid that come from a great family.
that's
Ain't
the
never been
hey,
in no real
no,
trouble for real.
it's not so much a great family. He comes from a great black family.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's the
so
problem.
that's the problem, of course, because like
Oh man.
the image going into the league is you're poor and you need the league.
They want the
The-
young black man that came from nothing.
right?
You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
think about all our greatest minds and greatest success stories. They have to have a tarnish if they're in entertainment.
That's a fact.
You got to
You
put a
got it's
tarnish
like
on the name.
majority of the people, man, that are successful that they really praise on a high level. It's like they either come from the hood or they ain't had their daddy in their life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like,
And most of them speak. Most of them will speak negative of that
yeah,
situation.
yeah,
So that perpetuates and that gets you to focus on that's the norm.
Yeah.
You know, so someone that has that type of following, and you have to think his dad, it in itself is controversial. You know, so you can't let him. And he made a remark. He made a remark based on like the Eli Manning situation, like in the early 2000s. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
But
So
I'm
he's
kind of, I don't know why they didn't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? They had a
because
whole lineage of
because it
rich
fits the
folks.
narrative. It fits the
Yeah.
narrative that they want.
Man, that's sick. That's sick behavior, dog. That's sick behavior. I mean, but I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. We see.
Nah,
Did you see when his own owner came out and was like, man, if you would have told me Friday night we was gonna draft him, I would have said you was crazy.
right. Because that's what I'm saying. They don't want that. Think
Yeah.
about it, right?
Hmm.
Everybody know, even a couple years ago, well, it's a while ago now. The whole thing with Kaepernick. Everyone knew that Kaepernick was better than half the starters that's in the league.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Everyone knew that.
That's a fact.
But because you become if you in the league, you become a symbol.
I just would think, me personally, I would think you would want your symbol. What's up, Corey Frank?
No,
Hold
no,
on. What's up?
sir.
What's up, Corey Frank? This the Rich in the Morning podcast. First day on TikTok. You know, I'm gonna have people join up if they want to. But we're gonna talk different sports if you're into that. If not, I appreciate you stopping through. But like I said, I would just think you would want the image to be that of the Sanders family. Just
No,
because.
no. Because now, if you have that image, like think about it, right?
Hmm.
If you empower people, especially if you empower people that you say are less than.
Okay.
If you empower that person, and now this person becomes a symbol of for every child to follow, every young male to follow. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be 100% in my kid's life, and you start that trend. That's a hey, you
Well,
you've lost control.
when you speak on it systematically from that perspective, if you just look in America in general, you know, the 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 system really there's a system out there that wants to destroy the black family. When you look
Of
back to
course.
the days of the Bill Cosby, they don't even make shows too many shows like that no more.
No,
You
hey,
know,
do you understand why?
they don't want the black. I don't. I mean, when you take the black father out the household, you can increase the jail rates because it's more likely. I'm not saying it's more likely, but
Do you know
you
when they
know,
call on? Do you know when TV shows? Broadcasting networks call on us. Do you know what they call on us for?
right now these days, more reality TV shows, bullshit like that.
Yeah, but they utilize us because they know that our TV is going to have an audience,
Yeah, that's a.
and that audience that we have. That's what I'm saying. We don't understand our true power. Anytime a company is going bankrupt, you'll
Hmm.
see you will see that they put the imagery of black folks there
Yeah.
because it's automatically going to draw an audience. And once it gets to where it's self-sustaining, they release you.
Once they done use you up and got everything out,
They
and they see
release, they release you,
you gonna
and
make
and it's
another
enough
movie.
of us. It's enough of us that live in impoverished areas or had our starts in impoverished areas, so that when you get that break to get out, you're so
Oh,
excited to get out, but you don't even understand that you just got manipulated. So therefore, guess what? You don't pour back into where you just come from.
oh no, that don't.
You
It
take
may
it
happen.
elsewhere,
It
and
take it.
because you've taken it elsewhere, you've now laid the foundation for me to take it from you.
Yeah.
Because you're not that far, you're not those trees in the forest where your roots are unseen.
Hmm.
We put our roots on top of the ground, not in the ground.
Because if you take it back to your neighborhood where you came from, they don't want that. That's not
No,
good for them. You building up
no.
your neighborhood where you came from. That's crazy, man. I just feel like, it's just a blatant sign of what the NFL truly is.
Of
You
course,
know,
of course.
it's I hate to say it, but it's been a racist organ, foundationally.
All sport. Why you think it's called sports entertainment?
Oh yeah, Now, I ask you this. Moving on from Shadur, when you say it's sports entertainment, that's a great topic as well. When entertainment, do you feel like that's a form of like scripted or acting?
Of course, the NFL is 100% scripted.
It's scripted.
Of
Why
course,
do
it
you
has to
believe
be.
that? Why do you believe that?
Think about it, right?
Hmm.
Anytime something gambling is involved in something, there has to be a layout.
Yeah, that
Because
man.
because if you have a strong team, think about this, right? I want you.
Mhm.
Let's move back in time for a little bit, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Let's move back to the New England Patriots' first Super Bowl under Tom Brady.
Was that the snow game?
No, that's the greatest show on turf, but that's the playoff series. The snow game with the Raiders is the playoff series that lands them in New Orleans for the greatest show on turf,
Ah,
aka
okay.
9/11. Yeah,
Ah,
that's all you got to do is watch the storyline. If you watch the
yeah.
storyline, you see the manipulation in it.
Hmm.
It's clear. It's clear. It's very very clear.
Yeah.
If a person would just watch the storyline, you got a
Man.
clear fumble playing against the Raiders. You even
Yeah.
have a clear fumble when they were. You even got penalties playing against uh, the Pittsburgh Steelers that year.
Hmm.
You know, so they think about it. You got a tuck rule that's created because of one player, and the commissioner himself says, "I'm going to ensure that Tom Brady goes down as the greatest football player ever." Is he
That
not
was.
considered?
I mean that. I mean, I don't see how you don't consider him that.
Hey, but
But
the thing about it is he's not.
and even when you speak on Katrina, I'm a Saints fan. So for them to have that year, the year that they had it, it's like the year of Katrina. Now that all of a sudden win a Super Bowl,
Right.
that's crazy to me. Like I loved it. I'm a Saints fan, but
Listen,
I don't remember all. I was keeping up with football. Not here and there. I wasn't as big a fan as I was now. I'm more of a basketball guy, but I'm sure throughout that playoff run, there was some questionable calls that went their way to
of
get them to
course,
that Super Bowl, to keep the
of
minds
course.
off the people in Katrina for the lack of the things that they and the
Yeah, because what was said. You have to think. What you have to. Do you remember what was said during Katrina?
I don't. I was in that was 2006, bro. I was in like I ain't gonna lie, I'm 31, so I was in like sixth grade, seventh grade.
Well. Think about this, right?
Mhm.
They called the people of New Orleans refugees.
That's wild. What's the true definition? I would love it. What is a refugee? I feel like that's people from like
A refugee is
overseas
basically a person that's seeking asylum.
seeking a what?
They're seeking asylum from like war or something like that. They're not people that
Uh,
actually belong.
so those
They're not
more so
citizens.
like people from like third world countries
Yes,
coming here to build a new life.
right.
Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when you sit up there and you think about it, I'm like, come on, man. It's like, but you're 100% correct. They use entertainment as a distraction,
Man, that's you know
and
that I mean, they definitely do that. And if
sports is the greatest thing. It's the greatest
I'll
thing to
take it,
do.
I'll take it a step forward. Um, when the Spurs got Victor Wembanyama, I'm not sure you know of basketball. I feel like that was rigged. You know
Of
what I'm
course.
saying? They had to replace the Tim Duncan era. You can't have the
No,
Spurs down too long. That's
no,
a great
no. Hey,
organization.
let me tell you
LeBron
something.
going to Cleveland.
No, no, no. You could. Hey, it wasn't Tim Duncan that you had to replace.
What do you feel like it was?
The Spurs already have a French audience because of Tony Parker.
Ah, that's true. That's where that money comes from.
You see what I'm
He
saying?
brought in a lot of money.
You already have a fan base. You would have to create a whole new fan base
Mm-hmm.
for this player. Why not send him to a stadium that already has that fan base?
I won't even say just man. I won't even say like just Tony Park. Even Manu Ginobili. That
Yeah,
overseas fan base. They were so drawn to the league, and I feel like they were disconnected from the Spurs. And you got Lamarcus Aldridge, DeMar DeRozan. them people overseas ain't watching the Spurs for that. I'll tell you that now. I know that for a fact. So just that overseas, now they getting more players from overseas and trying to, replicate that.
But
That's not just coincidence.
no, see, for me, like even though he doesn't fit the narrative, the league had already had a Wimbignana for like 3-4 years. They already had one.
Yep.
Do you know what his name is?
Who are you? Bo?
Bobo.
Yeah, Bo.
Yeah, Bobo. Bobo
They've been
is
trying to
Victor.
do it.
He's Victor. It's just that he doesn't have the face.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the face that's marketable.
He might be a little too dark for the league. I ain't gonna lie to
Hey, that's what I'm telling you. He don't have the face. Just like think about it, right? Between the two, Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. But Manning
agree with
don't
that
have the
100%.
face.
I agree with that 100%. Tom Brady looked at as the pretty boy, So.
Hey, he fits the mold of the American image. 2 kids, supermodel looking wife.
He don't talk country like Peyton Manning, More people can understand him, relate to that. So I get that for sure.
Hey, I'm saying Manning grew up in Louisiana.
Sure did.
Yeah, so come on, man. You have to.
I visited his high school back in 8th grade, Newman High School.
You have to. That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell people you have to look at it. You have to look at it for what it actually is, not what you think it is.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Think about it, right? If you watch a game, right?
Yeah.
And there's a betting line for the running back to have 55.5 yards.
You know how many they're gonna have?
In the first half, he got 49.
Then he don't play no more the second half.
He don't play the whole second half. or he lose yards to gain yards to lose them again.
You know how many times? Or he'll go for 50 to get you past you at, let's say you at 10, and he go for 50, score a touchdown, they call it back, holding.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, and I'm saying, like, you sit up there and you watch it, you be like, this, and the same thing is in the NBA.
Oh my God.
You be like,
it might be worse than NBA.
Yeah, it is. It's because it's so obvious. I was watching New Orleans. New Orleans was playing. The Pelicans they were playing. I want to say they were playing the Grizzlies or someone. Man, these dude was down 25 points.
Yeah.
25 points they was down, right?
Yep.
In the third quarter, this is at halftime, they down 25 points. In the third quarter, they scored 18 straight baskets.
Wow.
Before the Grizzlies scored 1 point. And I was like, hold on.
Man, that should be crazy, dog.
I said, hey, you know what the part to me that's crazy? It's not that happened. It's that we believe the sport.
We believe it because as fans, we enjoy the entertainment. That's what we like. Whoa, they keep, and especially if you put a bet in, oh, you on your toes. Don't let you have a money line Grizzlies. You like, oh shit, now I'm tuning. Now you getting more viewership.
All this stuff. If you're the heavy favorite, bro, it even happens in tennis. Bro, I was watching a tennis match the other night, man. For real, I was watching a tennis match the other night. Dude had won the first set.
Yeah.
He was up on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who was playing. Hey, who was playing?
I don't have a great deal of tennis knowledge, but I know what the first set. Did he win pretty healthily in that first set?
I'm saying the first set was competitive.
Okay.
You know, it was competitive. I'm saying they went to break points and everything like that, meaning like they went to like the overtime. So I was like, okay. The second set, the dude goes up 5-0. He only needs one more. He needs one more game in that set to win. Don't you know? Not only did he lose the set, the dude came all the way back and everything, and he beat him in the other set. He beat him in the other set like by like four games. And I said, come on, man. I said, you mean to tell me? And guess what? The one that lost, he's the favorite.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
He's the favorite, but this
So
is
he
what they've
really
done
could have
to
got
us.
him out of there in 2 sets easily.
Right. This is what they've done to us. See, they've made slogans like, hey, like for instance, they have little slogans like especially like in football, they have a slogan that says any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday. You have a person that's in a warm-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like I used to live in Louisiana, but I live in Virginia now, right? There
Okay.
used to be a place in Maryland called Run and Shoot, right?
I feel like I've
Players
heard
from
of
the
that.
likes of Steve Francis,
Right.
Sam Cassell, all these type of players,
It's
right?
like is this a facility, basketball facility?
Yeah, but it's outdoor.
Oh, okay, okay. I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
Listen, I seen these dudes almost at half court outside. So you got the elements.
Yeah.
Run from sideline to sideline, catch the basketball, and shoot. Not spot up and shoot. They run and catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me in a game, every time they say, "Oh, he's 10 for 10 on the free throw," he missed the next three?
But he in a random pickup. My argument to that, and this is just from the fan perspective. This is how I look at it when I'm watching shit like that from a fan perspective. I'll be like, well, the competition level is higher. What's up,
No,
Callie?
no,
How
no,
you
sir,
doing?
no, sir.
This
Hey,
my podcast, Callie. I'm starting my new podcast. Well, I've been had my podcast, but I'm starting it here on here today. So
so you think it's because
lesser
the the comp,
competition,
the
less
competition is higher.
competition. Ain't a run and shoot game.
Listen, no.
That's what I'm
It,
saying.
what I'm saying to you is like if you watch like I'm saying, I'll watch a team because I watch the analytics of the game. I'll watch a game just to see, and I'll be like, yo, watch, they doing this, they doing this, because it's all designed to sway you one way
Yeah.
and bring you the other way. Because like if you watch, and this is just a betting knowledge for people that bet, right? Anytime a team is -1 that I've seen, that game is always a blowout.
It's very rare you're gonna hit on them -1.
Yeah, it's a blowout.
But when it can go either way, somebody gonna
Whoever has the -1, the other team is going to blow them out.
real talk. Happy
Like,
Friday, Callie.
dude, hey, no joke, no joke. They're literally going to blow them out, and you'd be like, wait, what?
You like, bro, they were the favorite.
I was like, wait, hold
They could
on.
at least been close. You know what I
This,
mean?
hey, because watch this, right? Watch this. Tom Brady, when they had the perfect season, but they lost the Super Bowl.
Uh huh. That was great.
The powerhouse teams that year was Indianapolis Colts, Pittsburgh Steelers, Dallas Cowboys.
Weren't the Giants in like the wild card that year?
Right. Hey, that's what I'm about to tell you. That's what I'm about to tell you. They played the Giants in the last game of the season and blew them out.
Wow.
Right. But watch this. Right. Watch this. This is the part that's going to throw you. That's going to throw you for a loop. Every team that had a backup quarterback that they played that year, they took them almost to overtime, or they won on a game-winning drive.
That's insane. That's an insane stat. I need you on my podcast.
If you go back, if
You
you
know
go
your
back and you
football
look,
homework like that. I don't know things like that as far as
yeah,
football. Basketball I talk all day. Football, I'm just kind of like a casual fan, you know.
right, I understand.
Yeah, but
But
that's
if you go back and watch, that year, they played the Philadelphia Eagles, and I want to say that the third string quarterback was in the game. I want to say his name is sometimes I get him mixed up. I think his name was like AJ Feely or something like that. Some third string quarterback for
Jake Feely. Was it Jay Feely or
yeah,
AJ?
it's probably Jay Feely.
I
It's
think I
probably
Jay Feely.
whoever that third string quarterback
I remember
was.
Feely.
They beat them on the last drive, and they had a couple different penalties
I think it was
before.
rigged like that because they couldn't make it seem too rigged.
Right, and guess what else? The same thing happened with the Baltimore Ravens that year, and they were trash. It was the third. All the teams that were powerhouse teams, they blew them out by like 20 points on average.
You do your homework, brother.
All the teams that were mediocre teams that they had it was the first time in NFL history where they had a betting line of 21 plus points.
Were they betting back then?
Yeah.
It wasn't obviously it wasn't as popular as it
No,
is now.
no, it was just as popular. It's just that you had a bookie.
You had to go to the casino or something.
Yeah,
Right?
you had to go deal with a bookie to make
Right.
the bet. You couldn't make the bet because the line would be in the newspaper. You couldn't make the bet like on a FanDuel or something like that.
No, right.
But they used that as the barometer because so many people were betting, and since they blew out Pittsburgh, since they blew out the Colts in the first game of the season, first or second game of the season that year, they blew them out. Since they blew out the Dallas Cowboys, which that year Cowboys was a contender to be in the NFC Championship game,
What year was
since
this?
they blew them out.
What year was this? This was T.O. still with the Eagles?
Yeah, T.O. was with the Eagles.
Oh, okay. Now that's when you talking about when the Giants played.
Hold on. No, I take that back. When they blew them out, no, he wasn't with the Eagles. He wasn't with the Eagles.
He probably was like the Cowboys or something.
Yeah, he was with the Cowboys.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They rigged the game was rigged. Hold on one second, my guy.
Good. Chad, if you enter in the chat, this is the Rich in the Morning podcast. I have a podcast. I haven't did one in years, but I'm starting my podcast back up. I'm gonna be going live on TikTok, transferring it to other platforms such as YouTube, things of that nature. But I will say this is, we talking a lot of sports. We'll talk entertainment. We'll talk, real life stuff. We'll have real conversations here. So if you join, I appreciate it. Tap that follow, subscribe, tap that screen.
Yeah, man. I sit up there and I watch that stuff, man, and I'm telling dudes.
It's really so blatantly obvious as fans. I feel like we so programmed just to enjoy the entertainment of it that we don't think about the logistics of this. But I've learned, since I started betting, I've learned, this is some cheating ass shit. It's like in basketball, I've seen someone, I pick Giannis to go for 30. He'll have 28. They'll be up 15, fourth quarter. He won't play the rest of the game.
That's why they implemented load management to monitor the bet.
That's what they're doing. That's really, if you break that shit down, for real, that's what it comes down.
The load management.
That makes a lot of sense, bro. Because there's no reason for them to miss all these games.
Yeah, the load management.
I really question if these dudes really be hurt for real.
Man.
Because they say, he got backed out. Now the man out 2 weeks.
Well, think about what Arian Foster said a couple years ago.
I remember him saying something controversial, or looked at it controversial.
He sit up there and said, "Oh man, the game was rigged." He said one season, the script was that I would be injured. I would be injured. Listen, he said that in the very next podcast, he was like, I was just joking.
Yeah, I bet.
Because they 9 times out of 10 they probably would, hey, what are you doing? Think about it. That's why players like T.O. and Chad Ochocinco and players like that had to get up out of there because you never knew what they were going to say when they were going to say it.
If you can refresh my memory, it seems like you got a lot. Don't seem like it. You have a lot of football knowledge. Who did the Eagles play that year in the Super Bowl?
In which year?
The year that T.O. went to the Super Bowl, he allegedly had a broke leg and came back in a few weeks and played.
No, they played the
Was it the Steelers? No, it wasn't.
No, they played the Patriots.
Wow, wow, boy, that's
Yeah,
wild,
they lost to the Patriots.
and it makes sense. It makes sense. They
Yeah,
got man.
they lost to the Patriots. They lost to the
You believe that
Patriots.
man broke his leg?
And if you because like just like if you watch this right, I get hey if you want if you go back to the Patriots playing the Atlanta Falcons,
That was
that Super Bowl,
that's crazy. That's scripted.
that Super Bowl right there, right? I even bet I won big money on that Super Bowl.
You had them
For
down
real.
28-3 and coming
I
back.
won big money and I bet when they were up when Atlanta was up 21-3.
Wow.
I bet then I was like I said yo, I said I'll show you how much I'm gonna tell you that this is fixed and they're gonna come back and they win.
What you win on
Because
that? What you win on that bet?
I won like 10,000 and some change
Wow, bro.
on one game.
What you
Because
put on it?
I sit up there and told him I put like I had like $900 in my pocket and I bet it. And it came up to like 10,000 and like well it was like 9,000 something, but when you add the 900 that I bet, it
You
became
got it
like
back.
10,000 payout.
You got it
Over
back.
10,000 payout. But like
Back.
I sit up there and I told him I said listen man. I said, you think they're gonna let an all-black team like Atlanta Falcons beat
Beat the Patriots.
the Patriots? I said, nah. I said the teams that beat the Patriots, and stuff like that, right? You know what the quarterback was?
Right, Eli Manning. Let's just put it like that. Eli Manning.
Eli Manning, and who else?
I feel like who else he lose? Pat. He lost. He didn't lose to Pat Mahomes. Who else he lose
No,
to?
he lost to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, Nick Foles.
Foes.
That's crazy,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying. They
Hey,
not gonna let you can't think about it. Think about it, right? You got beast mode that was running on them the whole game.
that was
You got
rigged.
three plays
That
in
had
the
to be
red
rigged.
zone, and you don't give
That,
them the ball one time.
that had to be rigged, bro. So
Come
that's
on,
what
man.
I'm saying. Like when we talk about this shit with the sports shit, I know like I love the entertainment of it. But as I've grown older for real, like I see this shit, especially when like you say, when you put the betting involved, you really see it. Like if you ain't betting for real and putting money on shit, you might not see it. You just enjoying the entertainment. But when your own money on the line, oh, you see that shit clear. Ain't no way you throw the ball on the 1 yard line and get picked when you got the best running back at the time, the best running back in the game, the best red zone, the best running back on the 1 yard line ever, probably. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it. But, the kind of transition, man, what do you feel like Shadur Sanders? Is he playing all game tonight? I brought you up, DJ. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, man. The first topic was, man, we was talking about Shadur Sanders. I hate how he's getting blackballed, but it shows how God works, man. How he's gonna get the opportunity to play today. Try to leave DJ and then come back down because it's showing red and blue. I hope looking at it from a non-scripted position. Um, I love the fact that Shadur is getting the opportunity today to get in the game. I hope he plays the whole game, and I hope he balls out. Because they trying to deny his talent. I've been looking at the stats for real. Like I look at the stats, and it's just like in preseason when you look at his stats, he been going crazy. He been looking. It's not even close. You mean to tell me you would prefer Joe Flacco over Shadur Sanders? This man's done all the right thing. He said all the right thing. He said, "Dad, I love you." You know, his dad be by his side. His dad been by his side since he was a little kid. That's the only coach he know. He going into the game tonight very uncomfortable. Y'all tried to put him as uncomfortable as he could be. And I just pray he goes out there and balls out because, I mean, he's a great example to a lot of our young black kids. And he deserves the opportunity to start in the NFL. You can't tell me that Cam Ward is 4 rounds better than Shadir Sanders. Let me remind you guys that Cam Ward pretty much quit on his team in their bowl game. That's what you want? That's the guy that's going number one. But Shadir's done all the right things. I get he went to Colorado, the other dude went to Miami, but you mean to tell me that's the guy you want? Is it just because of the narrative? Is it just because of the look? Come on, man. We got to be better. NFL got to be better. And, you know, it's crazy. I remember with the Colin Kaepernick stuff, we had people saying, hey, we need to blackball the NFL. We need to stop watching it. That's not gonna happen, guys. See me now. How you doing? This my new pod. This not my new pod. I've had a podcast since like 2019, but I'm bringing it over to TikTok. But you mean to tell me that thank you for the gifts. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. You mean to tell me that I lost my train of thought. Thank you for the gifts. Lost my train of thought looking at them gifts. I appreciate you. You mean to tell me that a guy who quit on his team is 4 rounds better? Oh, no, you good. I caught it back. It's 4 rounds better than the guy who was the best statistical thrower in college football last year. And y'all mean to tell me that this guy is who y'all want? I don't get it. So, moving on, I really want to talk about this Micah Parsons situation with the Cowboys. This is another situation that I feel like is just nasty work. Like, Micah Parsons is the best defensive player on the Dallas Cowboys. And, I remember what I was saying. See me now. I've had pivoted. But I was saying, if you join this live, I don't do my usual, but I'm doing my podcast, bringing it over here. I'm going to put it on like YouTube, other platforms, but I'm just starting. It's my first day. But DJ, DJ Decisions has been joining me, talking a lot of great knowledge. But back to the conversation, man. You can't tell me that that's not the case, that guy is that much better. But it's the look. It's the media and all that. But moving on to the Michael Parsons situation, they don't want to pay this man this money, and it's like the third year in a row that the Dallas Cowboys haven't wanted to pay their best player. I don't really get it. It's so boring. It's like a third year. First it was Dak. They didn't want to pay him. Now he the highest paid quarterback. Then it was CD Lamb. They didn't want to pay him. Now it's Michael Parsons. Man, pay your guys, man. You a billionaire. You are a billionaire owner. Your franchise is worth $10 billion. You mean to tell me that you can't break bread? You can pay this man under the table. Why are you trying to lowball this man? I don't understand it. Maybe it's not for me to understand. I'm not even a Cowboys fan. But Michael Parsons has been a dog in and out, day and day. Been one of the best defensive players in the league. And you can't get a deal done? Now they got something new with these second round picks where they not even trying to guarantee your money. NFL, we got to be better. It's a fans game. It's not an owner's game. You pay your players. You can trade them, get rid of them if you need. It's so easy with the NFL contracts. You can cut them. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't get it, but you know what I mean? Maybe it's not for me to get. You know what I mean? We're going to take a quick commercial break, play a little music, and we'll be back in just a minute with some new topics. I got some NBA news I want to talk about. We playing that new Gunna, by the way. Tap in, went to tap ins. Shout out to Gunna. He got a new project that's dropped. I'm on YouTube, so if y'all hear something loud, that's just my ads. I ain't buying that premium, so I might one day if y'all support. Who that dropped again? Shout out Gunna. If you like that Gunna, tap that screen. And we are back. We are back. That was Gunna. That's that new Let That Sink In. I ain't heard the project. I heard a few songs. And so far, Gunna just got his own little wave. He do his own little thing. He got his own vibe. So whenever he got music, I can just go and get in the car, you know, listen to a cruise vibe, bump my head too. So shout out to Gunna on the new project, the last one. You ain't got that, go get it. Shout out to Gunna. Yeah, man. Big game tonight for Shadir Sanders. Shout out to him. Um, for me personally, I'm a Saints fan. But if I have an outlook on this NFL season, I truly, truly believe. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. The Eagles gonna be a threat. Patrick Mahomes always gonna be a threat. I watched Joe Burrow's first preseason game, and he looked damn good. He was a year removed from injury and stuff like that, but looked pretty good in the preseason with them weapons that he got. If that line, that defense can hold up, they always gonna have a chance. But if you're asking me, man, with the NFL season, this year is all about the Baltimore Ravens. I hope that with Lamar kind of getting, I ain't gonna say he got robbed of the MVP, but it's crazy. You can name him the offensive player of the year, and the league and the coaches say he's the MVP and the best player in the league. The fact that Lamar Jackson did get kind of cheated out of the MVP, I feel like it's the Baltimore Ravens year to be successful. I feel like they are hungry. If it's no time like the present, I'm really a Baltimore Ravens fan. It's no time like the present, and if y'all don't get it done this year, man, the window's closing. You only get so many chances to be great. That's with anything in life, And if you don't take advantage of those opportunities, it may not ever happen for you, and that goes for anything in life, But I feel like they'll be hungry. Um, they drafted a guy from the University of Colorado. He looked pretty good. He played with Deion Sanders and them, and he returned like an 87-yard punt return uh, last night. Looked pretty good. Looked like he got a chance to make a roster, or at least special teams. So I'm really hoping that Lamar Jackson, he's my favorite player, favorite NFL player, favorite quarterback. I'm really hoping that he gets the opportunity to hold that Lombardi trophy up. It's going to be a difficult task with teams like the Eagles, teams like the Chiefs. You gotta what other teams I feel like you gotta watch out for this year. Um, I feel like this year it can be a wide open field. I feel like it can be a wide open field. You know, Josh Allen gonna always have his team in the mix. So it's just who's healthy, who can get lucky, who can get the right matchups. But besides that, I'm going with the Ravens to win it all this year. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens to win it all. I feel like they hands down got to be the best team. They've added some to the defense. They got a special team. Special teams. It was pretty bad last year. I feel like they've upgraded that. So shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to all the good teams. But with football, it all depends on health. All depends on health. So moving along, we can talk a little NBA. We can talk a little NBA. This off season was a pretty active off season. It wasn't the craziest. We had some pretty big moves though. KD getting traded to the Rockets. I love that move. I love that move. They got rid of Jalen Green. If you get rid of Jalen Green and upgrade and get KD, and you were the 2 seed, don't really see how you can look at them and say, hey, they can't easily be the 1 seed when you replace Jalen Green with the KD. No KD, 37, 36, 37 years old. But he's a bucket. I think the way KD play, if he don't have a crazy injury again, the man can play till he's 42. The game's so easy for him. What up, twin? What up, Corey Franks? Shout out to Corey Franks. If you're in the building, follow him. Matthew, what's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? I don't know what happened, but yeah, man. And it's interesting. They just came out with the opening night schedules. Um, they came up with the opening. I got you. Excuse me. But if you look, the opening night schedule just came out. The first, you good, brother? This is just my podcast. This is my podcast. I'm bringing it to TikTok. Trying to transition it to TikTok. I got about 23 episodes on Apple Music, but I'm gonna start everything good, man. I'm just trying to be productive and use this TikTok in a more positive way. And I feel like going like this, I can keep this recording. So I can put this on YouTube, upload to different platforms, and get more viewership, man. It's the Rich in the Morning Show. Let's get it. We talk about music, we talk about sports, we talk about real life, whatever on y'all mind. So I'm trying to make this make sense to me. You know what I mean? I don't really feel like I found my lane yet. So I'm trying to find that. But if you haven't gone Apple Podcast type, if you haven't heard any of the past episodes, my brand is Pound, Rich in the Morning. That's my shit. We on Apple Podcast, Spotify, any podcast you can really get on. I started with the app called Anchor, just going off the phone, but don't take it from TikTok. Try to go to YouTube with it and just do my thing. Like I said, we talk about sports, we talk about real life, we talk about music. I got music already playing, so when you see it, I know this is a good platform because they record everything for you, so it'll be easier to upload. And I can have clips of good conversations, which so far I've had so far. I had DJ Decision, shout out to him. He came up here with a lot of football knowledge. I feel like the more I do it, I'll find the right people that can, fit in where they, get in. But damn, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, man, I feel like opening night of the NBA season, the first two games, we got OKC versus the Rockets, and we got the Lakers versus the Warriors. And I want to speak on them games, the first games. Now the Rockets, me personally, when you get a star player like that, and with a team like that, it can be an adjustment. But with KD, me personally, I feel like he fits in any system. It's not very hard. If it was a LeBron going to Houston, he's so ball dominant. I feel like it'd be an adjustment for the Rockets. But with KD, with being healthy, with a healthy training camp with those guys, and a great coach like Ime Udoka, I feel like, man, I love OKC. They young, they hungry. With them being so young, do they get complacent? Do they start smelling themselves? And I think they do. And I think the Rockets will be the best team in the West. I think OKC, I think they take a step back this year. Them young guys got their money. They cool now. A lot of NBA guys, once they get their money, they cool. They turn into different people. A lot of those guys seem mature, but, money can change you. You getting $200-300 million a year. I mean, $200-300 million contracts, making $50-60 million a year. That can change you now. So I think they take a step back. I feel like the Rockets have a great chance with KD being added to the core with that young roster. Alper Sengun. They have Jabari Smith Jr. They have Fred VanVleet still there. I love A-Man Thompson. I think he might be an all-star this year. Defensive player of the year type guy. When you have guys like that, I just feel like, man, they should be the favorite to win it all. OKC, they'll still be in the mix. But that opening night, ring ceremony, I think it's in OKC. That's ring ceremony night. I got the Rockets beating OKC on game 1. Now, if we transition to the Lakers versus the Warriors, that's an intriguing matchup. The Warriors are kind of in the limbo. We don't really know if Kuminga's going to be there. We don't know what they're going to do with Kuminga. And that's been a hot mess. I'm disappointed in the Warriors organization. I kind of understand it. But the way you guys know you have blackballed this fella, just trade him. I understand you want to get good value, but you can't act like y'all haven't just valued him so much. Y'all benched him in the playoffs. This is a young stud. Like, I've seen him go for 35 and 12 when y'all let him loose. When guys are hurt. He want to see more of that. I'm not saying he's an all-star caliber player. He's a good young talent. And I don't understand how y'all think y'all can lowball this man when y'all haven't valued him. That don't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make a bit of sense. And, some of the offers I've seen for him haven't been great. Because y'all shown the league that y'all don't value him. So why am I going to give you the value for him? I think the trade offers they've been giving, he's a tier better than what they've been offered. And I get y'all logistically knowing that, hey, being a smart business, we can't let him go for that price. He might go over there and actually hoop. But if y'all know he can actually hoop, what are y'all doing? What y'all trying to hold on to him till Curry retire? That's stunned his growth. And that's the whole play right there. So, that's the whole play. Y'all stun his growth. Y'all want him to be the guy after Curry leave. Y'all want him to wait 7 years and just play the Kawhi role. But Kawhi was winning champion. Y'all not in that position right now. Y'all not even a championship caliber team. I'm sorry. I don't believe so. So you guys either pay the man what he's worth, or you get him out of there, or trade him. It's not right. If I was him, I'd make it very uncomfortable, which I feel like it's already uncomfortable. But at the same time, they have all the leverage because he can't really. No teams this summer have cap space. They don't have a lot of money out there for people to just spend, to throw them. Sacramento got money to trade for him. They got a contract that'll match up. Phoenix has contracts that'll match up. They don't want them. Seems like the only 2 offers. But don't act like teams are just disrespecting y'all with these offers when y'all done disrespected this man his whole career. Treat him like he nothing. Dude is uber athletic. Shot is getting better. He can guard. You know, I don't know if he's the best free throw shooter, but pay that man. If y'all want to hold him hostage, pay him. Make him stay. Pay him. Jimmy Butler ain't got that much longer. Steph ain't got that much longer. So if your plans are to keep him for the future and be that next piece for when Steph now after 2-3 more years, that man don't want to wait 2-3 more years to get unleashed. Y'all must be out y'all mind. Y'all bench the man. Come on now, Warriors. Y'all a better organization. At least I thought y'all were. Maybe y'all not. You get what I'm saying? But I got in that first game when I speak on Warriors versus Lakers, I'm going Lakers. I'm going Lakers. I'm going La La Land. I feel like they're gonna be hungry this year. I feel like it's Bron last season. I don't think it's his last season. This is last season in LA. Everybody know that. Unless he take a pay cut. They'll have 45 million in cap space next year. Unless they sign Bron. They can't sign Bron and Austin Reed. I don't know if they can, but Austin Reed, they not paying Austin Reed 30 million. You know, he's a great player. And I saw this on ESPN. It said Austin Reed averaged similar numbers to Ja Morant. I just thought he did. He did. But I don't know if he was on a better team, but it was a lot of nights that some of them guys sat out. AD sat out. It was a lot of nights Bron sat out. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. And Josh sat out a lot too. So it's like, I guess statistically, you know, they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Sometimes numbers lie. You can't tell me that same 21, 6, and 5 is the same 21, 6, and 5 from Ja Morant. Because it's not. You know what I mean? But that game, it's so hard for me to question that game because it's like, is Jonathan Kuminga going to be there? If he's there and they actually show that man respect and pay him, I would definitely, say it's debatable. But allegedly, once they sign him, get him back, they going to sign Al Horford, they going to sign Seth Curry, and they going to sign DeAnthony Melton. Now, that team is a formidable team in the West. They're a top 6 team in the West. And I feel like the Lakers are a top 4, 5, 6 team in the West. You know, I can't put them up as high as 2, 3, but they're a top 4, 5, 6 team. I wouldn't be surprised. Not at all. Moving along. So I say all that to say I'm going with the Lakers as of right now, but that could change. But moving along, I want to talk about the Nuggets. I want to talk about, the Nuggets. I love what they did this offseason. They brought Bruce Brown back. They traded Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson. I'm still a little indifferent on that, but they showed a willingness. And Joker hasn't signed his extension yet. He will be a free agent next summer if he doesn't sign that extension. I believe. I could be wrong. But this is the summer he's supposed to sign his extension and patch all that shit up and get paid. But I like what the moves that they did do to bring pieces around Joker. I feel like they should bring Westbrook back. He played some of his best ball in the last 2-3 years. So I feel like he really fit that team. He really, benefited from playing with Joker. So for him to still be a free agent is kind of crazy to me. But I'm gonna see what the move. I'm happy that the Nuggets take their star seriously and are trying to win. Jokers don't need a whole lot of help, but he need help in specific areas. I think Cam Johnson is a lower volume shooter than Michael Porter Jr., but he's just as efficient. From 3, but when you got Jokic on your team, I don't feel like Michael Porter Jr. should be shooting 10 threes a game. You know, especially when you got a Joker. He should be cutting more back doors, you know, movement without the ball, not just sitting in the corner, coming off DHOs, launching threes, you know. So I think that could work in their favor. But yeah, man, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. I feel like they'll be a top 3-4 seed in the West this year. But when it comes to football, man, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 teams rankings this season. I think I'm gonna go the best team, number 1. I think you gotta go with the Philadelphia Eagles, champs. They did it in a major way against. They made Pat Mahomes, man, look like nothing, and I think they can do it again. Number 2, I got the Ravens. They ain't my top 5 chance to win a Super Bowl. I got the Ravens. I might be biased, but that's just how I feel. Number 3, I got the Detroit Lions. They're a good football team, man. They're a good football team, and I feel like they got some dogs. I feel like they've learned from last year. I feel like they got a chance to still do it. Number 4, I'm going to go with the one and only Pat Mahomes. You got to throw him in there. And number 5, who I'm going to throw in number 5? I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they got a chance to make some noise this year. You know, depending on how health goes. Joe Burrow is that guy. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He is that guy. And he deserves all the flowers that he get. You know, I don't think he's reached his full potential. I don't feel like his receivers has, but they got some dogs over there. And I feel like that's my top 5, and I'm cool with that. You know, honorable mention, I'm going to go to Bills. Can't never count Josh Allen out. And yeah, man, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Right as of right now. That's my power ranking. And if you don't like it, damn it, I don't care. But yeah, man, I'm finna get off here for a while. I'll be back after we'll recap the Cleveland Browns game. But I'm finna get off here. Thank y'all for joining. And thank you for the taps and the gifts. And we gonna be back after the Shadur highlight show. Peace. It's the Rich in the Morning show. Let's get it.